Your favorite compas have another jam-packed episode of the Four Compas show. There was no Lunas live because Gilbert and I were both at SoFi Stadium, and it had been a while since I had seen him at that stadium, so definitely interesting to see him there. In this episode, we will go over the Monday Night Football game between the Chargers and the Ravens. I know some Charger fans kind of are on that 24-hour rule, but we do got to get into it because we both were there. Plus, Dan and Diego and Victor Producer will jump on. We'll all give you our Week 12 takeaways, and we'll get into what some teams should be thankful for in certain divisions. We'll each have two divisions. We'll say which one, what teams should be thankful for what. And of course, we cannot forget our usual segments during the football season. And then at the end, we will discuss what we're thankful for when it comes to sports. So, yeah, awesome stuff. Gilbert, how are you doing?
Doing well, kind of I guess a so-so game on SoFi Stadium. I really thought it was gonna be a close game. 1 point lead in the fourth quarter, and then I almost fell asleep midway through that game. I saw a lot of Chargers fans going for the exits midway, so it was kind of a weird twist there. But hey, good to see you at SoFi Stadium. Good to see a lot of people at SoFi Stadium. It's always funny because it's a different, I guess, cast of characters and mood from Rams to Chargers, and I'm like, I got so used to the Rams one because I went for two games there. I'm like, oh, those people don't sit there and those people don't sit there. Everything is a little more shuffled. And then obviously I get to see you and other Charles B reporters that I got to know over the years. So it was a good time. And yeah, it was a short walk from my car to the stadium. And that's the best part. And also, the food was actually pretty good at halftime.
Oh, at halftime. The pregame food was disgusting.
Yeah, I know. But halftime, I was like, oh, cool. I like these sliders.
I didn't. I just stopped by
Really?
In-N-Out and I got a burger.
Yeah, I don't blame you. But the sliders are actually pretty good. The wings were actually tasty. I was like, oh, crap.
I wish one day I'm going to learn that I should just eat the halftime food and not the food at the beginning of the game.
But also, I'm starting to wonder if that Greek food is just saved over from a couple of weeks back when I was at that Rams game. Remember I told you about that?
Terrible. It had
I didn't try that.
I tried one bite of it, and Dante goes, okay. And I was like, yeah, right. I was like, you have no taste buds. And I was like, it's disgusting. So yeah, I just wasn't all about it. There was something else I was going to mention. Yeah, I don't like the people that sit around me. There's too many the Chargers need to hire some of the people that sit in front of me. They're all coaches. They're all talent evaluators. That's what they need to do. I mean, there's a lot of talent evaluators there that really do know what they should be doing. I mean, one guy is like, well, Jim should be doing this. I'm like, holy crap, a national champion head coach over a clown TV reporter? Like, come on, let's get out of here. Okay. So yeah, no, I
was in a good spot. I had the
because you have Chris, Tyler Dragon, you have a bunch of
but even really then cool I had a bunch of comfortable spaces and nobody was really bothering me. It was cool.
Yeah, no, you have a great. I mean, I sit next to Dante and it's fine, but some of the stuff I'm like, geez, what are we doing? But yeah, no, thank you everybody for joining us. I know it's the Tuesday before Thanksgiving, so we definitely appreciate everybody who's here. Jeffrey's here. Christian's here. Jorge is here. He has a tapatillo with
Herbert.
Justin Herbert on it. So let's get into that, Gilbert. Obviously, you were talking about it earlier. You thought the game was boring, but I actually found it quite interesting just because it was going to be a good measuring stick about where these guys, where both teams were going to be. Herbert goes 21 to 36, 218. Dobbins goes out with a knee injury, 6 carries, 40 yards. Cam Hart was, for people who were a little confused about why Cam Hart did not play, I think Jim actually did say that he got re-injured on Saturday during practice. I did see Cam Hart walking out in a walking boot from the locker room, so who knows? That could be anywhere from I don't want to speculate. I'm not an expert, but it could be anywhere from multiple weeks to only a few weeks, so we'll see. But Lamar Jackson, 16 to 22, 177, 2 touchdowns. Zay Flowers, 5 catches, 62 yards. Derrick Henry, 24 rushes for 140 yards. Justice Hill, 4 carries, 55 yards. He had a 51-yard touchdown that basically sealed the deal. What were your thoughts?
Yeah, like I keep saying, this is going to be a 2-year project, but year one could still be very successful if you're building it the right way, which they have. Rushing attack, offensive line, even closing out that victory against the Bengals. These are all big, checking it off the box, checking off the checklist, and you're moving along. But the one thing that can't really fix, and it's not really a fault, it's just part of the process, is the lack of talent. They don't have that much talent. When you play against teams that have elite playmakers and they can score in a hurry, everything has to go perfect for you. So small mistakes start to add up when you're kind of the I shouldn't call them the little train, but that train trying to go up the hill and you're trying to keep up with Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry. A drop on Quentin Johnson, brutal. You can't have mistakes like that. Playing the mind games that John Harbaugh did to Jim Harbaugh. Like Fernando, I think that fourth and short on the 16-yard line deflated the Chargers defense because they were so pumped up when they didn't go for the fake, for the
It
bite.
was loud.
Yeah, they're like, yeah, we got this. You're not going to go for crap. They stopped them on third and short. 2-minute warning hits. John Harbaugh said, nah, get back on the field. And all the Chargers players are probably thinking, like, what the hell? We just stopped you guys. We didn't fall for the fake snap. And here you go, Mark Andrews, first down. So little small things like that where they were dictating the tempo, the pace, the game script. The Chargers needed to be perfect, and they couldn't do it. And it's not just Quentin Johnson. Like, when J.K. Dobbins went out, Fernando, they really missed him in the second half
It
because
deflated the offense.
it did, because they don't have that much depth. They don't have that much talent. You could throw to Will Dissly and Lam McConkey all you want, but try doing that when you're playing Derrick Henry, Lamar Jackson. It's not going to get you far. And even to that point, when you don't have that balanced attack, you can't really give them the ball because you're not running the football well. What the hell did Gus Edwards do yesterday? And I can't even name the other guys right now. But like, I get it. The philosophy, the values, everything you're trying to do with this coaching staff, it's being placed, it's working, it's doing well. It's just when you play games like that with the Ravens, you got to be perfect. And also, shout out to John Harbaugh. This is what I took away the most because I was searching for a storyline. I think if John Harbaugh was facing a different coach that wasn't his brother, he probably would not have been as aggressive. He's not really an aggressive coach here. And in the process, he's probably thinking like, I don't want my brother to piss me off to bring up this win here because he's so competitive. Remember, Jim Harbaugh didn't want to hug his brother after the Super Bowl because they're so competitive. So that competitive level was increased a couple of notches. And I think in the process, maybe John Harbaugh figured out we're not good defensively. We get penalties like crazy. We're not very good on special teams, but we're pretty elite on the offense. And let me rely on this team on fourth down and say, what the hell, so I can beat my brother here. So they might look back at this moment and say, we have one thing that we're very, very good at. F it, we're going for it on fourth down. So if they start doing that more, they might look back to Jim Harbaugh and say, hey, the competition level was increased. And then the other part where I was reaching for a storyline, Harbaugh, Jim actually hugged his brother because I think that somewhere deep down, he knows we're not there yet, but we're getting close.
What I took away is that Jim did make some mistakes. He didn't throw a challenge flag. It was like third down, and it was like third and like 8, and he threw a 20-yard pass to Mark Andrews going to the sideline.
Oh, yeah.
I thought Andrews kind of bobbled it and kind of held it on his leg, but I thought it was incomplete. Who knows what they would have called. I thought that was and I saw players telling him, dude, throw it.
I'm not gonna lie, I was focused on the feet, and those were in, but I didn't see the bobble. But hey,
no. I'm talking about not on the touchdown. I'm talking about there was one towards the sideline. It was like right before I think right before halftime, and it was on their first drive going up. But I thought if they would have stopped them there and they had to kick the field goal, that kind of would have deflated. They would have stopped the bleeding, kind of the way they did last week against the Bengals. At times, they would stop the bleeding.
Was that on the drive with the 4th and 1 on the 16?
Yeah.
That would have been definitely momentum.
They would have stopped all that momentum, but they decided not to. He didn't throw the challenge flag. This tells me one huge thing, and it's the Chargers need to focus on skill position in the offseason. Offensive line, but you can't do this to Herbert. I mean, it's just like there was multiple times where even he was like moving in the pocket, trying to do everything that he could to keep the play alive, and there's just nobody open, or you're dropping passes, or that one that he threw to Josh Palmer. I thought that was a pass interference call. They decided not to call it. It is what it is. I think that would have made the game a lot more interesting. If they call that, they have the ball at the 3, and then things would have gotten more interesting. But at the end of the day, it's like you said, John went for it 3 times on fourth down. He converted all 3 of them. One was a big run to Derrick Henry that you're just like, wow, that defense easily would have gotten gashed by anybody else. But the problem is the Chargers just don't have once, like you said, once J.K. Dobbins went out with that knee injury, that's where it kind of all went to crap. And they couldn't run the football. They couldn't do anything. The offensive line, I actually thought, did a pretty good job for the pieces that they have on that defensive line. I thought they actually did a really good job. But the Chargers just don't have the players to do it. I mean, I was talking about it on the way back with Dante, and I'm like, I remember Brady had Edelman and like he had a rotation at running back. He didn't have as good a skill players, but he had Gronk. The way that Patrick Mahomes won the last few Super Bowls, he hasn't had a Tyreek Hill, but he has Kelsey. Like you need, and I'm not saying just a tight end. I mean, if you want to do it for a receiver, tight end, whatever, they need something so that when Herbert needs it, he can go to that player. Ladd McConkey is not that guy right now because everybody's now Marlon Humphrey followed McConkey everywhere yesterday. He was all over McConkey for most of the game. So once that kind of was taken away, where was he supposed to go? And it was crazy because I think he was 6 of 6 to McConkey, 4 of 4 to Disley, and to everybody else, I think he was like 9 for 20.
Top
something.
2 targets. Damn.
That's what I'm saying. Like that, you just cannot continue like that. And the crazy part is, and I was telling Dan, like DJ Chark and Brendan Rice is on IR, but they must have really just pissed something away for Jalen Reagor to be starting or playing over them. Like that's the crazy part. So yeah, I think this more falls on the offense. I think the defense, once they get Perryman back, I think they'll be fine. In that sense, they've been doing well. They just couldn't stop the bleeding in this game. And you know, it's funny. I was telling Reedy during the Bengals game, I'm like, wow, I'm actually really impressed. By this point, Denzel Perryman's like usually injured or he's been out for a couple games, and here it was like, and then he goes out that game, and I'm like, shit. I was like, all right, there it is. So, but there is a lot of like weird stuff that's happening. Like if something must be going on with DJ Chark and Brendan Rice, and it's funny because I kind of in the locker room I saw Quentin talking, and DJ was listening to the whole press conference, and I'm like, I wonder what he's thinking. Like, is he thinking like, is he thinking like, I should be starting over that guy? Why am I not playing? I don't know, but I'm just really interested to see how they do against Atlanta, because Atlanta is coming off their bye week.
They're not very
it's
good.
Gonna be, and they don't have a good defense, but they have some playmakers on offense. They have Bijan. They have other weapons. Yeah. Kyle Pitts. They have a lot of. By the way, I was really impressed of the way they kind of slowed down Isaiah Likely. I thought he was going to be a guy that was going to kind of take it to him, but no, they were able to do well. So yeah, they have a lot to correct. But like you said, it's a 2-year project. We've been saying that whatever they do this year is with house money. Yeah. They could go into the playoffs. They could upset a team, but going past the divisional, unless they're fully healthy. And the luck of the Irish is on them. I just don't think that they're going to be able to do anything. But one thing that I'm really impressed with is Joe Alt and Rashawn Slater. Holy crap. Like they probably have their tackles for the next 6 to 8 years. Like they're really something else. They're kind of the driving force of the offense right now.
Yeah, it's just part of the process that they got some cap space they needed to clear up and cut some veteran players that are more reliable than the ones that they have. But that's just part of it. You would rather build the team inside out, and then you worry about the out later. Maybe you draft a player, maybe you sign a player. And I get it with the whole DJ Chark thing here, or Chark here, but he's not Justin Jefferson. I don't get why we're making this a big deal, but that kind of tells you the state of the weapons that Justin Herbert has. Like anything is going to help at this point. He's definitely better than Jalen Reagor, but he's not going to be a hero. That's my thing here. But what I'm saying is, like, why not just why not see what the hell the guy? Yeah, it's has? Just to me, it's like Quentin Johnson's a first round pick, and you want to see what you have, but the guy keeps dropping passes, so I understand. Also, like, I rather have Quentin Johnson out there. I get it; he has no hands, but he has flashes where he does well. But Joshua Palmer is not going to be around this team. Why is he the third receiver? Like, maybe get Chark in there. And the last thing here, like, to kind of maybe get some positive signs here, like. Honestly, like a lot of these fourth downs and breaks went the Ravens' way, and you have to be perfect with the Chargers. But like the reason why the Bengals lost to the Chargers, like they kept settling for field goals and they missed field goals. Like imagine they went for on fourth down, like you have Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow, and they didn't go for it, and they gave the Chargers opportunities, and they made the most of them. So let's not forget about that victory there. It's just I just think John really wanted to beat his brother, and he got aggressive, but who knows what happens again. But like you said, Fernando, they got to be perfect. They got to stay healthy. They don't have that much talent, but I think this process is in the right trajectory here. I'm gonna talk about the playoffs for this team in a bit from a takeaways, but everything that's happening so far, I think they're on the right path. It's just I know people want to get a little more, but you saw the difference in talent yesterday. It's also too one of the game-changing plays too, besides the 4th and 1. Lamar Jackson was picking a Christian Fulton, and with Rashad Bateman, he got on the bite twice on 2 PIs and then 1 awesome touchdown passer. So again, the Jesse Minter is masking a lot of these issues here without talented players. Like, this defense is kind of old and not really that talented, but they play well in a scheme, and that's a shout out to Jesse Minter. But when you get teams that are so explosive, you get picked on like the Bengals and the Ravens did the last 2 weeks. So even that's a process too. I get the numbers are pretty, but they kind of been a little exposed there the last 2 weeks too.
If Charger fans are now excited, they're like, yeah, we lost, but maybe we get to keep Jesse Minter next year. Since, I'm like, oh yeah.
He's not a hot commodity anymore after the last 2 weeks.
But that's the thing. We live in a week-to-week league. So I don't think anybody's going to look at yesterday and be like, oh yeah, Jesse Minter can't coach. If anything, he's kind of coaching his nuts off the way some of these other guys. Definitely. That's why I give Greg Roman credit. I know people are frustrated. What do you want him to do? Like, in short of sending Dan and Dago out there to catch some of these passes, like, by the way, they did do that one time at a camp. Dante Hall, former Chief, was having a camp, and all the punt returners were not making grabs. So he's like, you know what? Let me try a lineman. Dan was only, I think, a 8th grader. So yeah, or a 9th
was he wearing
grader.
a Chiefs shirt, for the camp here for Dante Hall?
Oh no, Dan did not wear anything. No, he couldn't. He said he couldn't wear the shirt. So he tells Dan, "Can the big man catch?" And they sent him a fat punt. Dan's able to catch it, and he's like, "How is the big man catching over y'all? Like, what is this?" So I just started laughing. I was like, "Oh my god!" But I agree with you, Gilbert. I mean, it just trust the process. I know it's a slow build. I know fans are disappointed since 31-0 to Jacksonville. It's gonna get better. They just need to trust. Look, they have some playmakers. Tarheeb still has been. He didn't get picked on yesterday. I thought he actually had a really good game. Cam Hart is a solid corner. I heard some whisperings in the locker room that they call him CB1. I was like, wow, a rookie 5th round pick.
Wow, okay.
Is CB1. And Derwin's right. That's something I forgot to tell you. Derwin said that their problem was also is that they were giving him 3rd and short, 4th and short, because on 1st and 2nd down, they were getting 6 yards, 4 yards. They were getting close to the line. And he said, we messed up doing that. We shouldn't have been giving up so much stuff. But I mean, you can only do so much when you have guys missing. So, and again, in the locker room, they think they're close. They think they're a couple pieces away from making a run, pieces coming back. I mean, some getting healthy. So, I mean, we'll see what happens. But yeah, I definitely think, like you said, it's a 2-year project. Just trust the process, let these guys work, and I'm sure they're going to get it going.
Yeah. But I'm ready to get my takeaway because it also involves the Chargers, and I'll share a little more here. I'll be a little bit of a negative Nancy again, but people expect that from me here on the show, right?
All right. Well, let's bring in the guys, and I'm sure a certain individual is going to want to hear what you have to. Vic, is it this one? It's this one, right? Yep. All right, cool. Let us get them in here and see what they Oops. Vic, how are you doing?
Doing good. Yeah, that was a really good discussion there on that game. I actually got to watch a whole Chargers game because usually I have to watch the Rams one. So yeah,
so maybe you're the curse. You're bad luck for watching.
Yeah.
You're going to Thursday Night Football, right?
Which one? The Broncos game?
Yeah.
I'm scheduled to be there. Damn it! But yeah.
Oh. My bad, Vic. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say I was able to watch the post game show with you and your brother, and as I said, first time that Jim Harbaugh team has allowed over 200 yards rushing, which was
really
impressive.
Ever?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
College
yeah.
or no?
Oh no,
NFL.
well, I don't know
NFL.
about college, but it did
NFL.
happen in the pros.
Gotcha.
But yeah, I think, and you'll get into it. I thought it was a very similar situation that we saw on Sunday Night Football happen with the Chargers here. For me, it's about talent. I think the better team, both of the better teams won, and that was the biggest takeaway. I feel like.
The
But,
certain individual who's about to come on would probably say, "Give him Puka Nakua and and the Cooper
Right.
Yeah.
Cup, and
Yeah.
he'll
Yeah.
do something with it." But
Better than
Uh,
DJ Park and Brendan Rice and Quentin Johnson.
Yeah.
and by the way, somebody got him pissed off before he came on the show, so he was not happy. So I had to deal with all, and then I was kind of chuckling at it.
Yeah, I want to know who this cheesehead person is because he kept bringing him up.
I hate all of you. I especially hate that bastard up top.
Your brother?
You're above me every week, asshole. Don't think I don't know who's above me.
You can't even see.
Let me tell you something. It takes one hand to count the things I can count on. Now, there ain't much a man that ain't never let me down. But long neck, ice cold beer never broke my heart.
Are you reading that from a prompter?
Can you fuck off and let me just do this?
Okay.
Dead now. Fuck it. Who cares? I don't even care anymore. My soul is dead. I just need them to make the playoffs, please. I have a bet.
Oh, okay.
And he just revels in this frown. That's the worst part. Satan over here.
Talking about? You have a
Just
whole
benefits.
takeaway based on my bad pick, so I had to have something on you, right?
I needed to pick the bones of somebody because I'm pissed. I just can't believe, like, you watch that game. Who's going to tell me Lamar Jackson was the deciding factor? They were trying to hype him up at the end of the game. Christian Fulton fell asleep. Gilman has no idea how to cover anybody. Apparently can't make tackles either, so I don't know what's going on.
I was surprised by
I
him
hate all
though.
this.
I thought
Who?
he'd be. I thought he'd be petty.
No, get out.
You are a son of a bitch. You are a son of a bitch. I knew it. I knew it.
Told me to pick the Ravens.
It wasn't the Look what you did. You picked the Chargers. It wasn't the stupid.
I picked the Ravens on this
jerseys.
program. This
No,
program.
that doesn't matter. This is the real one. Apparently, this is the one that sticks.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
You have no, like, something happens good for Daniel and you should have to find a way. Is that it? Is that your motto? Find a way. Find a way to fuck it up for the rest of us. That's the motto right there.
I picked the Chargers last week when they beat the Bengals, but you don't care.
I don't care. It's not real. We have to counteract it. We have to just work that much harder. Why? Why does this happen to me? Why do bad things happen to good people? Because I want to answer that.
Dan,
Jeffrey,
you have a
good to
thing
see
coming
you.
up this week. Don't worry.
What?
You have a great thing coming up this weekend.
Oh, I know. My Thursday's fucked, but my Saturday will be better, so that'll be good. You see how many F-bombs I've dropped because of you on this program right now? No, I got told the other day by someone in our chat, we're going to turn this into the Joe Rogan experience. We're good. We're flying high, baby.
Okay.
All right. Gilbert's the one that wants to start this off. So, Gilbert, give us your Week 12 takeaway.
I thought I skipped this part. If I wanted to listen to horse shit, I would have just called up my buddy from Wisconsin, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, Vic wants to know who that is.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'll tell
I wanna
you.
know.
I'll tell you later. One of these days
Okay.
you'll meet him. He's an asshole. He's the
Okay.
worst.
Okay. Well, because we were talking about the Chargers, that's fine. I just want to get it out the way because you guys already know what I'm going to get at. Yeah, the Chargers are probably going to make the playoffs, and that's going to be a good year.
Good. Good.
Long as you keep fixing the running game, fixing the O line, just coaching, just to mentor coach your butt off because it's not a lot of talent on the defensive side, but get more defensive talent. But whenever you find yourself in close games again, or we have like a lead, just make sure you close them like you did with the Bengals. That was kind of a scary chapter there. But when it comes to the playoffs, I don't think this team's going to make any noise. I don't even think they're going to win a game because, it's a tough, maybe if you get the 5th seed, you could definitely beat the Texans, the Chargers, that is. But, I think the Ravens are going to probably take that 5th seed or even the Steelers. And I just don't think the Chargers match up well with either team in that AFC North there. They play the Bills. I don't think the Bills, did the Bills play the Chargers or was that the Rams? I forgot already.
No, the Rams.
Yeah, so I don't think the Bills will be a good matchup for the Chargers. So it's a good story. They're doing well, but like Fernando kept saying, like you better hope this team stays healthy because they have no depth. They don't have a lot of talent, but the players they do have, they get it done. They were 7-4. A lot of these cupcake, teams they played. I get that.
There we go. I
they-
can't believe you're running with that shit. Are you kidding me?
Well, they
Are
had
you
a chance.
kidding
They
me?
had a chance to beat a good team, and they didn't do it. Okay,
I mean, they're 6-0
What are you
against
talking
teams
about?
under 500 and 1-4 against teams over
come on, Dan.
500.
Come on. There's a lot of
Wait,
sample size there.
Pull up the schedule. Now I'm gonna get pissed. Now you guys are really fucking just
Okay, they beat
I'm
the
just
Broncos.
giving you the facts. It's true.
It's just they're not going to do much in the playoffs, but Dan, just take it. They'll be in the playoffs. They're going to be well ahead of schedule. It's going to be a big time victory. They're going to win 10 games probably, maybe. I don't know. But they'll probably find their way in. And also to the Rams probably won't even make the playoffs. I don't know. But if they get in, I don't want to hear this crap about the Rams. Well, they have Sean McVay, they got Matthew Stafford, and they went to the Super Bowl in 2021. Who gives a crap? Like, they haven't done anything in 2024. They can't, stack victories. They get beat down by the Miami Dolphins. They barely survive against the New England Patriots. They were outclassed. They were not in the league of the Philadelphia Eagles here. So I don't want to hear this. They might win the NFC West, and watch out, world. No, your Seahawks. Suddenly, the Seahawks might be the best team in the division. It's such a weird division, but 49ers and the Rams are probably a level behind the Cardinals and the Seahawks just because they're old and they're outdated. And like, I'm tired of one, we don't need to fire Kyle Shanahan and Sean McVay. Okay, people who are overreacting, we get that.
Yeah.
But two, this team, 49ers are fatigued. They're broken down. They don't seem like they have it this year. And the Rams can't figure out how to play defense without Aaron Donald. The offensive line can't protect Matthew Stafford. Kyron Williams wants to fumble every now and then. Sean McVay can't really figure out the scheme there. So to me, if the Rams somehow win the mediocre NFC West, they're not going to do anything. If the Chargers make it into the playoffs, which I think they will, I'm more optimistic about the Chargers making some noise because say you get Pittsburgh, you have to go to Pittsburgh. I get that's tough, but they kind of match up well, I guess, style wise, right? They're both kind of the same team with the better quarterback, so you always have that advantage there. So I might look foolish here, but hey, the curse might work in your favor down here.
Dan,
don't try and kiss my ass now.
Isn't it funny how the goalpost has always moved? I mean, Cincinnati was a really good team. Then you beat them. Oh, they're not very good.
No, when the hell have I?
No,
I would not stand for that. I've been bashing the Bengals the entire season. I call them overrated. I even made fun of you guys beating them, saying, "What the hell does that mean?" last week. But all of a sudden, no.
Dude, like some of the teams you guys cheer for and say, that they don't beat anyone above 500 or whatever. They lost by 10 to the Steelers, 7 to the supposed Gilberto's God-powerful, God mode themselves, the Chiefs. Dude, we got freaking.
By the way,
flag football players running routes out here. What are we even talking about?
Did you see what Nate Taylor wrote?
No, I didn't.
Noah Gray?
No, about the Chiefs, that like they're leaving the locker room and that he just feels like they're just kind of like, why are we barely beating these teams? Why are we not blowing anybody out?
Good. I hope they all retire. I hope they all leave. Leave Mahomes there, and then we'll see what he actually does. This is the most overrated run I've ever seen in my life, dude. I don't understand it. Like, you're telling me we go to Pittsburgh. I'm supposed to be worried about. Oh my god, dude. See, this is why I get pissed. This is why I get pissed and I get worked up. Roll the tape. Roll the tape. Okay. What did he say? Roll the tape. First off,
I just gotta remind them they won the Super Bowl the last 2 years, and he gets mad every time I say it.
Oh, why do I? So let me go into mine since it kind of piggybacks off of what Gilbert's doing. Vic, were you able to get mine? My bad. I know.
Yeah, I got you.
Okay, appreciate it. I don't believe the hype around the Broncos and the Dolphins.
I'm with you.
Everybody. I just heard on multiple shows people are saying, "Oh, watch out for those Dolphins," and I'm kind of like, it's the same team. They have no defense. Their offense, they can't even get Tyreek Hill the ball from what I've seen lately. Like, it's all been Waddle, basically, and Achin. And even Jonnu Smith has been getting the ball more than Tyreek Hill. So that pretty soon is going to be really interesting to see how Tyreek handles all that. The Broncos, they haven't beaten anybody that I'm like, oh, yeah, look, like, yeah, they were a field goal, block field goal away from beating the Chiefs, but they haven't really done anything. And everybody's like, oh, look at Bo Nix, look at his stats. And I'm like, they're beating down teams that who gives a shit? So
sounds like the Chargers. The Chargers get credit, but the Broncos don't.
I don't get how I'm supposed to be afraid of the Steelers when they have Danger Russ back there. I don't get it. That plays more into our hands.
I didn't even say anything about the Chargers. I'm just trying to get him going.
I'll just say the Chargers and the Broncos are the same team, pretty much.
So it's just
Except for
hilarious
the-
to me.
Well,
It apparently
Yeah.
we forget that this is the men's league. Every team is difficult. Doesn't matter what. It's the men's league. Anybody can get anybody. Clearly, you saw that.
Oh yeah, those Panthers are very good, huh?
hey, I was close.
Hey.
Shut the hell up.
Hey,
I
I'd
was
be
No,
careful,
from
dude.
Mahomes.
Yeah,
I'd
you
be
know what?
careful.
There you go.
I was
Clap
a
it up.
terrible
careful.
non-holding call called for Mahomes
Yeah.
having to punt, and let's see what.
I'll
hey,
give you the victory there, moral victory, but I'll give it to
Hey.
you.
I'll tell you something. Canales and Bryce Young,
My boy.
ever since they got rid of Deontay Johnson, they've been cooking over there. So I don't. Did the Panthers get it right and the Texans got it wrong? That's what
Okay, a
everybody-
little too soon, but you got a good coach. You got a good
Yeah.
coach.
No,
I'll
I
say
know,
that.
I
And
know.
they have a good offensive line. Like people
Yeah.
like shit on the Panthers, but they had like their defense sucks. We know that.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
they
yeah. But I
have
mean,
a
Derek
good
Brown's
offensive
not
line.
there. They're missing other guys. So
And Robert
Yeah.
Hunt, man, is a bodyguard you want to have.
And I want to talk about this where you have. Can I piggyback off of yours
Yeah, yeah,
here,
yeah.
Fernando? But because
Yeah.
we don't have a burial this week, but I saw most of that Raiders Broncos game, and if Gardner Minshew doesn't get hurt, they probably end up tying that game up against the Broncos. And look, man, I'm just getting tired of people hyping up Bo Nix, and this all starts before the season. Gilbert was there, and he was at Broncos camp, and I just kept hearing, "Oh, look at all the great throws Bo Nix keeps making, and look at all this." And then this week I hear I hear what's his name from Fox Sports,
Cowherd.
Colin Cowherd, saying that he does a little thing where who he would take the next 5 years, Bo Nix or other quarterbacks, and he really took Jalen Hurts. He really took Bo Nix over Jalen Hurts, and I'm just like, I understand that. I understand that the coach there, Sean Payne, is a good friend of yours, but you don't need to go and suck, his, what. Like we
Okay.
understand. Yeah, we understand that what's going on here
Welcome,
with
Vic.
the media, and then pundits on ESPN are like, yeah, like Bo Nix is playing so good. Have you seen his stats? And we're gonna have to start thinking about, if we had a redraft, he'd probably go number one. And I'm just like,
Oh, no.
what are we doing here? Like, I saw him, and Cortland Sutton got open a couple times, and the guy
his only
refuses to
weapon.
throw the ball down the field, and I
That's
just
his
don't
only
understand
weapon.
it. I like I said, did we forget that the Ravens, shredded them, and we were on this program saying,
38
hey,
10.
like, I do not want to see the Broncos in the playoffs, not because you don't want to see them against your team. I just don't want to see them because they're not very good. They're going to get blown out. And so, yeah.
By the way,
I'm with you.
after Saquon and everything that's happened with the Giants, is anybody going to want to be on Hard Knocks off season? Every time Saquon Barkley does anything, they bring up
Yes.
those old clips. I really don't think anybody's
I
going to
think
want to
honestly
do that.
the problem. I
I
think
thought
they
it was
just need to
awesome,
get.
though. I thought it was
They-
great
They need to
content.
get rid of the whole thing, dude. The whole thing is just like, unless you're going to give real access, real insight, it's worthless. It's
Yeah.
pointless. Like,
Who's
you're not
watching
gonna
the
get
one right now?
ratings.
The in-season one. I don't give a.
I
don't
didn't
think
even
it's
know
started
there
yet.
was one.
It's like has it come out yet, or I don't even
Yeah.
know.
North.
I
Okay.
didn't even know there was one.
Yeah, AFC
Yeah.
North. I didn't know if it came out or not.
Oh my god, to watch Danger Russ on there. Yeah, right, dude. No
Freaking
thanks.
Thanksgiving.
I love what
Yeah.
I love what Brett says. Fun Super Bowl this year. Ravens Eagles, the matchup of the top 4 running backs in the league. Exactly, my guy. That's big
They play each
facts.
other on Sunday. That's a good matchup. by
Yeah,
the way.
that's going to be a good one to watch
But no
Oh, wow,
Brandon
hopefully
Graham
the
for
Eagles
those
win.
4 running backs.
Did you
Hopefully
guys
the
see
Eagles
this?
win.
Hi, Coach. All respect in the world. Love respect for you, too. Right here. Guys treating you right?
He's done a good job.
He's not too bad. He's not too shabby.
Yeah.
He's pretty good.
Thank you.
You got to say that.
He catches the ball pretty well too.
Yeah, he dropped one last week. I saw that. He got 3 last week.
Oh, that's hilarious.
He catches the ball
That was
pretty
a bad
good. Was
omen.
that
Well,
a
put him in the game.
foreshadowing?
Yeah, put him in the game.
For real.
Dude, this is
That's
just
what people
not
were
right.
saying last night. They wanted somebody's like getting
Harbaugh
old
in
ass
the
in
game.
there. And, yeah.
This
But
is just not okay, dude.
Dan, do you want to go next or do you want Vic to go next?
I don't care. Nothing matters anymore.
You're a gentleman and a scholar. Vic, go ahead.
All right, mine is it's kind of going up. I know Gilbert talked about this earlier a couple of weeks ago, but I thought like the free agent running backs made a huge statement, and we've been on this. I know a lot of the national media kind of jumped on the whole Saquon Barkley MVP. We talked about it a couple of weeks ago about how we thought Barkley should be in the MVP discussion.
You
And
were
for
about to
me,
say
he was.
Shador. You were about to say
Huh?
Shador. You're excited.
Oh
Sure.
yes, I'm very excited about Shador Sanders possibly being drafted by the Raiders. And
You know, there's a Shredder Sanders playing for the Chiefs, but yeah. Anyway, sorry.
Thank you for the fun fact.
Yeah. It's-
By the way, Joe Shane was in, or what's his name, the GM from the Giants. He was
Yeah,
at Colorado's
Shane.
practice today.
oh, really?
Mm.
Okay. Keep. If
I'm
he has
like,
a
sir,
job,
you don't even
yeah.
know if you're gonna have a
I was
job.
gonna say if he has a job, yeah, I guess.
This
But
guy.
But
ahead, Vic, sorry.
the top 3 running back free agents that we saw go elsewhere this during the offseason. Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs.
There you go, Jeff.
Who is that? I still want to know. Derrick, like I said, Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs, and Saquon Barkley. You saw the Eagles and Saquon Barkley 255 yards against the Rams. He completely destroyed the Rams. I mean, to the point where we had people on House of Horns just saying like they just utterly dominated. They were just disgusted with the performance from the Rams, and Nick Sirianni isn't doing much. They started 2-2, but a big part of this is honestly Saquon and why he deserves the MVP. We'll see whether or not he does win it. We know it's a quarterback-driven league, and they'll probably give it to. But the last time we saw it was in 2012 with Adrian Peterson, and he has almost the same identical numbers as Adrian Peterson. So this is a year where we can see it happening. I mean, why would you give it to Lamar Jackson when he's got an average team? Like he's already has 4 losses, 3 or 4 losses.
he's benefiting from Derrick Henry. Well, how's that
Exactly. And that's the other guy. I mean, we saw, as I just said, this is the first time that a Jim Harbaugh team allows over 200 yards rushing. And so you've seen the benefits of having someone like Derrick Henry on the team. And then the last one is Josh Jacobs. And, I know that there was a little discussion post-game where he was asked about actually Rick Fasaglia, who I forgot is the special teams coordinator for the Packers, was asked about the culture between the Raiders and the Packers for Josh Jacobs. And of course, they didn't touch that subject, but you could tell that he's having fun. I mean, he scored 3 touchdowns against the San Francisco 49ers, but it's also telling you that you're starting to see that having a physical team, a good offensive line, which is part of the reason I brought this up, is if you feel bad right now as a Charger fan, just know that you have a coach in Jim Harbaugh who's going to build this the right way. If you look at the similarities between all those 3 teams, not only do they have a good quarterback, just like the Chargers do in Herbert, but they're running the ball and they build it through their offensive line. And so I just think that you're going to go back to it just because you're going to go back to running the ball, and having a good defense is going to win you some games in the playoffs. And I like seeing that going back to the old school ways.
it's kind of.
Oh, go ahead. I'm
I
sorry.
was gonna say that I get it. I get the Tennessee Titans didn't need Derrick Henry. They're rebuilding their bat. I get that the in a way the Giants didn't need Saquon Barkley because they're also rebuilding their bat. But this idea where these GMs kind of followed each other in a very sheepish way, where like, yeah, don't pay running backs. 2 of the best running backs are out on the market. You're not even gonna bid because he plays running back. And hey, Saquon Barkley and Derrick Henry are benefiting because the Ravens and the Eagles are smart enough to say, forget the trend, forget about throwing the football down the field 40 times, go get a freaking running back. And they're soaking in on that victory, and it's such a cheap deal to get Saquon Barkley and Derrick Henry. So that's a good point by you, Vic.
I wonder though too, and I wanted to, if I was still writing, I'm surprised I haven't seen anybody write about this yet. But I could see a couple running backs being drafted in the first round. Like you're going to start seeing guys, especially that kid from Boise State. That kid's going in the first round. He might not win the Heisman Trophy, but I could see a couple teams now start to change the focus, and you're going to see some teams start drafting running backs again in the first round.
You think it's going to be what's his name? Hunter?
Yeah.
Really?
The kid from Colorado, is that?
Yeah, Travis Hunter.
Yeah, Travis Hunter is probably one of the. Yeah, he's one. I mean, he's a two.
Hunter Sanders. You're a dumbass.
It's funny that the Bleacher Report has predictions, and it says New York Giants should sign Justin Fields and wait for the 2026 quarterback draft class. Yeah, a lot of people are saying that this draft class isn't strong. For the Raiders, they say do everything you can to get Shador.
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 Dan's
And
gonna interview
Shiloh.
him at Radio Row. We're gonna get
Yeah,
that.
so he can punch me in the face.
Hey, the show is gets.
Hey,
Yeah.
Sean, I gotta learn his
Genty.
name because Ashton Genty.
Ashton Genty. Yeah, he might be a Charger. So yeah, we gotta learn his name, Dan.
I was gonna say, yeah, running backs are more important anyway. I wouldn't sign some of these mid-level quarterbacks to 50 mil. I'd rather
Dan,
invest that in running back and offensive line.
Do you wanna go next,
Sure.
or do you want
Let's
me to show
go.
a video?
You're
All
a
right,
little
go.
close to the mic, Dan. Kind of.
You know what? It's because I'm brooding. I'm angry. Okay, I'm not happy.
Well, I hear
You
all
understand that?
your burps and your
What
loud
burps? You
breathing.
mean a cough? Some under the weather? Crazy? How about asking me about my health? You haven't asked me about that once.
Oh, you doing
Dan,
okay?
how are you doing?
No, who cares? It doesn't matter. No one gives a shit on here.
I
Let
do.
me just chain smoke and pass away tomorrow, dude. Who
No,
cares?
not the
No, don't do that.
Okay, maybe
not the
Sunday.
abo.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna start drinking. That's what I'm gonna start drinking and smoking. I'll be out of here pretty soon.
See, Gilberto only cares because he needs you for the show. I actually
That's
care
all he
because
is.
you're my brother.
That's all he is. That's all he is. He only
What?
cares.
When
He
people
cares
like
about-
him, so I gotta benefit them now.
Oh, he doesn't care. He doesn't care.
My bad. Oh shoot, sorry, Vic. I'm just gonna stop touching it.
Yeah, that's why I don't touch it.
Okay.
Shout out, Jeff.
That's
Shout
what
out,
she
Jeff.
said.
I knew I could count on you. Oh, Brett, no smoke. Only save the smoke for Gilberto. That's hilarious. Speaking of smoke for Gilberto, that's hilarious. Put up Jeff's
Oh
next
yeah,
one.
this is how you make yourself
Gilberto
feel better.
cares so he can shit on you.
Okay.
Little does he know, I'm not his punching bag. Okay, but what was I gonna say? Speaking of smoke, it was a rough day weekend not only for your boy but also for Gilberto. You know, I hate to say it, I saw his Commanders,
Yeah.
big fat L.
What?
His
Yeah.
Cardinals, another
What?
big fat L. That paint or
Nail
what is
painting.
it? That nail that nail painting bastard out in Chicago. Big fat L.
What?
And then, you know what? We're going to have a moment of silence for Houston. God, please don't let any hurricanes go over there.
Oh my.
And the hurricane you need to stop is Gilberto. Stop the Gilberto hurricane. They've suffered enough. Amen. There you go.
Yeah.
Amen.
This might be the one week that I do believe in the Gilberto curse because the Commanders are 0-3 since I made them my Super Bowl redo over pick. Can I do a pick again one more time, please?
No.
The Texans have been terrible since I picked them in August. The Bears have never been very good. I'm gonna
Playoff
say
team.
I'm
I heard playoff
gonna
team.
say Victor cursed the Bears because he said they're gonna make the playoffs and then they haven't won ever since. I need some pressure off of me, Vic. And the Cardinals are my L.
Look
so
how
I'll
he's
I'll
burying
take
you.
three.
He just
I'll
backed
take
up the
three out
bus
of
on
here.
you.
By the way,
Backed up
Dan,
5. Then you
Dan,
put
I
the
did-
Chargers on the SI.
Get the
I
hell
did-
out of here.
I got a text from a certain individual, and he's like, "My bet is not looking good at all with Dan."
What's the bet?
Oh.
Yes, baby.
He
Yeah.
bet Eric Williams. Eric thinks that the
Yes.
Rams are going to make the playoffs, and Dan said they're not making the playoffs.
Oh.
so.
They're not
yeah.
making the
Yeah.
playoffs, baby. I'm gonna be pissed that the only bet I'm gonna lose is the stupid Russell Wilson.
You don't know
That's
that.
the one that pisses me off, dude. If they go on a
They have a
7-game
tough
lose
schedule to
streak,
end.
if they go on a 7-game lose streak, I'm going crazy, dude. I'm going crazy.
I heard about this bet with a actual interesting person.
Yeah. So
I'm going crazy if they lose 7 games
Yeah,
straight.
definitely interesting. By the way, well, no, I won't get into that. All right, real quick before we head on to what each conference should be thankful for. Did you guys know we were blessed today
Bless
with this
Mr. Blessing.
soundbite?
Of this season, we could be talking about an extension for Mike McCarthy.
Oh, you hire new people?
I don't think that's crazy at all. That's not crazy. And listen, Mike McCarthy is an outstanding coach. I was listening to the game last night, watching it, and Aikman was talking about it, and he's reiterated that several times publicly. This Super Bowl winning coach. And Mike McCarthy has been there, done that. He's got great ideas. So bottom line is that in no place in my body language or anything else have you seen indications about what we're going to be doing relative to this staff at the end of this year.
Jar, let me tell you something, Jar. Last time Mike McCarthy won a Super Bowl, them youngins, they was on Vine. Okay, you got that, Jar?
Yeah.
Last time, you know who Mike McCarthy visited in the White House, Jar? Barack Obama in his first term, Jar.
No, I don't even think so.
Yeah, 2010.
No,
wasn't
it was
Yeah,
it
it was
it?
first term.
Okay.
Yeah,
2008?
yeah.
Oh crap.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me tell you something else, Jar. He hired that, dipshit whiz kid as his OC. Hadn't done a damn thing, Jar. Now he's calling their own plays. Can't
Yeah.
figure it out, Jar. I thought, to his credit, I'm not a huge Shannon Sharp guy. To his credit, I think he was what he told Stephen A. either today, yesterday, who gives a rat's ass at some point. It's true what they're saying. He just wants someone in there who's not going to overshadow the owner. And that's a problem. That, from what he was saying in this clip, again, take it for what it's worth. I just saw a little clip on the X, not the Twitter.
Can I share that?
Yeah, well,
Yeah, go ahead.
This
This guy could huff a fart from his wife and start saying Mike McCarthy should be on Ozempic.
Oh my God. But
Oh my God.
but he was
Brett.
basically saying the problem is that Jerry Jones tries to run the team like he's an extra coach. I swear to God, I thought in the booth either Sunday or I forgot when, it looked like he had a call sheet, which was the weirdest thing ever. But so, and he was basically saying the problem is Bill Belichick's not going to work there because he's not going to give up total control of the team. And he would probably undermine a Bill Belichick, Mike Vrabel, or Pete Carroll. So I also saw Pete Carroll potentially, well, this was a rumor about interviewing. When I say I saw, it's on Twitter. Don't think I actually have sources.
Thanks for
My
clarifying.
source is supposedly thinking about the Jets or interviewing for the Jets, and I was like, "Oh, please, God, no!"
I thought
Don't
an
go to the Jets.
MMQB reporter told you that rumor.
MMQB. Oh, that's this asshole up here, right?
What was the rumor?
About Pete Carroll going to the Jets or interviewing for the Jets job. I would not take that.
I never said that. That wasn't me.
Oh, I know. I'm just kidding.
I am interested to see if they do cut Aaron Rodgers. Who would?
Aaron just came out today on the Pat McAfee show and said he's never said that he is going to play next year. That right now he's leaning towards retiring.
Nobody wants him.
This is how you go out.
That's
I don't think that's true. I don't think that's
Aaron.
true.
Aaron isn't like Aaron's different. I don't like what motivates Peyton and Tom and Tom should have called it a career after he beat the Chiefs. Right there, he should have been like, "I'm done. Like that's it. Like I'm
yeah,
good."
like
But he was still
Peyton
playing
did
well
the
at the
exact-
end. And I
Yeah,
don't see
Peyton did
any-
well, yeah,
exact-
he led the league. He led the league. The way Peyton did it was so amazing. That's why he's one of my
That too.
favorite guys ever.
Yeah.
Dude. I
it's
love
just-
Peyton.
The way
All right.
Rodgers is going is not the best.
I hate his
thing.
brother though. I hate Eli.
Let us go real quick. What NFL team should be thankful for? Let us start off. Each of us will have a division. We will give each division what each team should be thankful for. And we're going to start off with our very own Dan and Dago. You got the AFC West, Dan. What should the Chiefs be thankful for?
The Chiefs should be thankful that okay, I'm not trying to get graphic here, but let's just say Goodell and the team have a very intimate relationship and they're very close together. They're thankful for the Zebras. They love the way they come out of nowhere. They're like Edge in the early 2000s with the Money in the Bank briefcase. All of a sudden, you see a goddamn flag somewhere, and here he comes, the rated R superstar. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable.
What should the Broncos be thankful for?
Living in Colorado, that place is nice, man. I'm
Oh,
sure it's
okay.
nice.
Something
I've
nice.
seen some pictures.
And not
It's
football
nice
related.
out there. Okay,
Not Bo Nix.
What should the Raiders
Come
be
on,
thankful
guy.
for?
not Shador. They should be thankful. The problem is they're like the Cowboy fans. They're thinking about the '90s. NWA's hot.
So thankful for memories.
Rap culture. What's it called? They throw on the Straight Outta Compton DVD to see all those guys in the Raider gear, and it looks cool. They were actually good back then. And I mean, there's not. I mean, no offense, Vic, but there's nothing much to you. I mean, shit, I got nothing, so it doesn't even matter.
Well, I was
You're
gonna
thankful
say
for the
Brock
memories.
Flowers. I mean, he's I saw a stat that he's actually he has more catches and yards than Puga had this time last year.
Well, you know what's funny?
Watch the
You know what's
game,
funny?
Dan.
Him and Ladder are the only like receiver
Piss
and
off.
tight end
How
that are
about
worth
that?
a damn.
You know what's funny? You and I have the opposite problem. I have, how can I say this without being graphic? The golden arm with what's it called? Let's just say the biggest arm in the league, the goat, the young goat.
Yes.
He has, a bunch of dummies out there to throw to. He's throwing to mannequins. They don't even know what they're doing. Now on top of that, flip it over to the Raiders. I mean, when you had Devontae, you got Devontae, Myers, and Bowers. Oh wait, no, Myers, right? Michael Mayer.
Yeah.
Myers.
No, but you're
Mike.
Jacoby Myers.
Football expert analysis.
Oh yeah, dude. Do you understand the type of shit show week I've had? It's been a long couple of months, dude.
All
I'm
right, let's
living
get to the
day
next
day.
team. You had
Yeah, exactly, Jeff. It's time to voting, baby. That's the only thing I'm thankful for right now. I like Jim, but I need.
All right,
we need to bench some people, man. We need
let
to
us
do
go
something.
to the NFC West. What should the Cardinals be thankful for, Dan?
The Cardinals? Oh, jeez. I don't think, let's here. Okay. They're thankful for living in Arizona. I think they don't have a state tax. They have lax gun laws.
And the rest of the division is pretty bad.
And it's pretty cheap to live out there, sure.
Okay.
And it's a shit show in that division.
What about the Seattle Seahawks? What should they be thankful for? Geno Smith?
That they got rid of Russell Wilson's ass for all those trades and everything else, baby.
What should the San Francisco 49ers?
Holy shit. They got nothing to be thankful for right now. They got a dipshit head coach who's gotten robbed twice and just takes it. I don't even want to get into the other thing that, they took a certain someone up there and it looks like a shit show. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if that's just a coincidence. I just think it's crazy that this is the all-in year. You pay Ayuk, you pay all these, flashy players, and dude, you're in the gutter. You're in the shithole.
Ever since Debo went from 19-1, it's just been.
Dude, do you understand? Like, I have nobody on this team, and we have 7 wins. These guys have everybody on this team. They can't even win 5 in one of the worst divisions in the league.
What should the Rams be thankful for, Dan?
I don't know. they should be thankful for Stan Kroenke and telling Roger Goodell, winking at him, saying, "Hey, wouldn't it be cool if the hometown team won a Super Bowl?" You know what I mean?
We need to clip that.
Damn, I should have ended with this, not started with. But
I was gonna say, like, have them do all the teams because I can't top that.
All right.
Let's see who else we got. I'll do Hilberto's. Pull Hilberto's out.
Okay, I don't care. Go ahead.
What should the Chicago Bears be thankful for?
Holy shit!
Your best friend is out there.
Shout out. Peace be upon him. I do like him.
Blake Snell to the Dodgers, 5 years.
No one cares.
No way.
No
Really?
one cares.
Yep.
No one
Asking.
cares. This is God's time.
I don't know because I
Football's
don't have
on.
any baseball.
Soccer's on. Who cares about baseball? It's not real. It's one of the worst sports out there.
Damn, the Chicago Bears.
Chicago Bears. Nothing to be thankful for. It's expensive as hell, supposedly high crime rate, and it snows like a mother in the winter. I can't. Not very good. They have 1 year in the 80s. Okay. Reagan was president. Think about that. The last time they were kind of relevant. That's kind of crazy. Well, actually, no. I'll take it back.
All right.
Brian Urlacher.
Make them quicker.
Oh, sorry. Oh, let me just expunge my genius real quick. Oh, sorry. That's not a good motion. Shouldn't have done that.
All right. Yeah. I'll
Who
you know
else?
what? I'll let
Read
Gilbert
it to
do.
me.
I'll let Gilbert do
I'll be
his.
quick,
I'll
very
give you.
quick.
I'll let you do mine at the end.
So I'm confused.
Gilbert.
He wanted me to keep going, and then now no. So I get cut. All right.
Good luck.
Gilbert, the Vikings.
The Vikings, the Gilberto curse for
Exactly.
3 and 14. All right, what else we got?
Minnesota.
Yeah, they're gonna win the Super Bowl. Damn it now.
Okay, that'd be amazing.
Oh, did you
No, the Lions.
What?
If they would win the Super Bowl, I'll tell you one thing: you're doing a punishment 100%.
I better
Don't
be
think
on
you're getting
cold
away.
freezing take so that they win the Super Bowl. Come on.
Oh, there you go.
By the way, Dan, is this allowed? I mean, look at this. Sam Darnold and the Vikings aren't getting enough credit as Super Bowl contenders, writes Gilbert Manzano.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Dude,
another
there's-
curse.
I can change my
That
There
mind.
goes my Vikings.
That is crazy to me. You're like the guy who committed the murder, and then
Yeah.
you plant a weapon on someone else. You're like, that guy looks so guilty.
Yeah,
Did he
let
pull
me
an
pretend
OJ?
like nothing has happened in the last 12
Allegedly.
weeks and write like nothing has happened because I want to be so committed to my take. Get out of
So
here.
are we just gonna act like you're OJ now? You're OJ.
All right.
You're
I
like
am a
Gilbert,
fair
freaking-
reporter who can admit when he's wrong.
Gilbert,
I
the
was
Chicago
for blood
Bears,
in
what
the
should they be
car,
thankful
allegedly.
Huh?
What should the Chicago Bears be thankful for?
I thought Dad took this one. Shit, I don't even know what to say.
Keenan Allen, send him
Uh,
back,
Well,
you
I had
bastard.
Caleb Williams. I mean,
Oh, are you shitting me?
He has
guy? Have
good
you
arm
seen him?
talent. Caleb Williams has nice arm talent. Thankful for that.
yeah.
Just
Arm
keep it at
talent?
that.
Are you kidding me?
He has some good throws this week.
The
We should-
Lions.
Dan Campbell for sure, and throwing the GM too. Brad Holmes. That's an easy one.
Wow.
The Steelers.
Oh, Mike
Yeah.
Tomlin's and George Pickens, and I don't know why, but Mike Tomlin.
Oh yeah, getting fights in the end zones, huh?
yeah. He's their best player. Or
Instead of trying
TJ
to
Watt.
go- instead of
TJ
trying to go
Baltimore
snag
Ravens.
Derrick Henry for the stupid Titans that give up on Derrick Henry.
The Cincinnati Bengals.
Man. Well, obviously Jamar Chase, but they might blow it with it. They don't pay this damn guy. I guess Joe Burrow. Thankful for that because he
Dan would
freaking
take
cheap
Jamar Chase,
owner.
wouldn't you, Dan?
Oh, send him my way, dude. I would take freaking, who's like a lower tier guy. I just need someone to catch the ball.
Adam
He's
Thielen.
T.
open.
Higgins, man. You guys
Yeah,
have the
give me
cap space.
Thielen. Can't you? Who?
T. Higgins.
I'd rather take Jamar if
Yeah.
I'm gonna pay top dollar. But
yeah, obviously.
send me Thielen. Send me somebody, man. Press the fucking SOS. I need somebody. I
Gilbert,
need a
there was one more.
hero.
The Cleveland Browns. This one's gonna be funny. All right, Gilbert, how can you do this?
I had a great answer for that one.
Oh, do you want to tag somebody
The
in,
Browns?
Gilbert?
I think Dan might take this one as a good one, but I don't know what the hell.
Browns? Oh, I know.
Jameis
Miles
Winston.
Garrett.
The best thing that happened to them was that they stopped bringing masseuses in,
I
and he
freaking
couldn't
knew
figure
it.
out how to stretch.
All right,
I know.
Vic,
Allegedly, allegedly.
Take the AFC.
What do you got for me?
AFC Oh wait, Gilbert was the NFC East and Vic was the NFC.
We lost
Yes.
track. This,
Yeah, it's all
Sorry,
right.
the
sorry, Vic.
second one after Royals.
Give me
The New
teams. I'll
York
give you.
Jets.
Oh,
Oh
God.
God!
Ayahuasca.
Okay,
These are actually pretty hard, huh?
I'm gonna give you a good one. That the owner Johnson is gonna be the ambassador to something on Trump's cabinet, so he's gonna not make
Oh,
football
yeah.
decisions.
Oh, okay.
The
That's
brother's
good.
gonna step
Oh,
in.
really?
Yes,
Yeah, he
Yeah.
was ambassador for the other Trump term for
Yeah.
London.
Really?
England. Yeah, not
Yes.
London, England.
Was it England?
Wow!
Or
Okay.
yeah,
it was
somewhere.
That sounds
some.
like
He
a-
Oh
was,
yeah, it
he
was
was the
UK. It was
ambassador.
UK. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
What's the idiot's
Let's-
name so I can Google him? Something Johnson.
Woody
I was about
Woody
to put,
Johnson.
Woody Johnson.
Oh, it is
Yeah.
Woody.
And
Oh.
his idiot son's the one that hired Robert Saleh because the
Yeah.
dad was overseas.
Yep.
Well, I think Robert Saleh is a good coach.
Nah, no, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Who's the next one?
I saw
The
Minority got
Dolphins.
hired.
The Dolphins.
The son.
That's a good question for the Dolphins. What are they thankful for? I'm gonna say
Aiken.
Mike McDaniel making finally changing the offense up once Tua got back. I guess. Yeah, he actually finally
been
changed
better.
the offense and they've been better because of it.
The New England Patriots.
It's a tough one.
Well, not Gerard Mayo, according to Patriot fans.
Or Bill
I say
Belichick.
Christian Gonzalez. Christian Gonzalez has
That's
been everything that
good.
they got for drafting him.
Let us go now to the NFC East. Oh, the Dallas Cowboys.
The Dallas Cowboys. What are they thankful for?
Dan, what are they thankful for?
Who?
The Dallas
The
Cowboys.
Dallas Cowboys.
Oh, I'll tell you what. Let me tell you something, Jar. I'm thankful for them Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders, aren't they? They're just the best. Just look at that.
I was gonna
Look at
say
that.
not putting
You
up the
see-
curtains.
You see
Oh,
the
I
little
know.
program? You see the little program we put out there on that Netflix the kids are
Uh,
watching? Them Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders.
Vic, the Commanders.
Jaden Daniels. That was easy.
The Giants.
Oh,
The Giants.
The honesty of Malik Neighbors.
Yes, I like that. Actually, that's yeah.
You guys think Brian Daboll's gone?
I
Yeah.
think so.
Yes.
If they get beat
Um,
down by Cooper Rush on Thanksgiving, he's gone.
I think
wonder
if,
where he's gonna
I
go.
think if Joe Brady ends up becoming a head coach, I think he just goes back to Buffalo as their OC, which is not a bad
Yeah, good
Who
point.
goes to
consolation
Buffalo?
prize, I
Brian
guess.
Daboll.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Yeah.
see what you're saying.
Yeah. Last one, the Buffalo Bills.
There you go. Hold on, Matt. Shout out. Don't forget to pound the like button.
Matt K.
I was gonna say Joe Brady.
Yeah.
You said Buffalo Bills, right?
Yeah.
Their offensive coordinator. Yeah. Ever since he took over as the OC, it's changed this offense completely. So yeah, it's Joe Brady.
Dan, I will let you take mine. I have the AFC and NFC South.
Speed it up.
The Colts.
Oh, jeez. That they live in the Midwest and they have a shot, dude, to make a living
right.
out there and buy a home.
The Jacksonville Jaguars.
Holy Jesus! I got one for you. For that one, that the Chop House Fiend is out of there because he doesn't even know who's worked on his staff,
yeah,
who the
that was
other head
bad.
coaches
That
are, or
was
anything else.
crazy.
I'm Mike Brable. I worked for you. He had no idea.
That's what I'm saying. Chop House Fiend,
The Titans.
finger guns, Titans. That they live in Tennessee, baby. Nashville's right there, best spot to be. I would love to be a Tennessee Titan. I'll tell you that. I would rather be on an 0-18 Tennessee Titan team than anywhere else. I'll tell you that.
Houston Texans.
Who cares? Houston Texans. I'll tell you what they're not thankful for. That Hilberto curse, picking them. That Hilberto hurricane.
Has there been a hurricane since I picked them? Maybe not.
Oh. Sensitive topic. We don't talk about that.
Uh,
Peace and peace.
The Carolina Panthers.
That they're in Carolina. They got Bojangles. I mean,
Luke Combs is a fan.
All the bad
Luke
things
Combs?
you say something about the
Luke
city. Huh?
Combs. Luke Combs is a shout out North Carolina product, I think. Are they
haven't
North
tried
Carolina?
Bojangles. I need to try
You
that.
do or don't. The biscuits are good.
I've never been.
I
to
haven't
them.
tried
Dude,
it.
the South is way better. I don't know why people hate it so much. I wish I could just move my alma mater to the South, honestly.
What was the New Orleans Saints?
Oh, geez, another one for Bourbon Street because you can
Yeah,
get
just
drunk
name
and
all the
never have to
cities.
deal with these problems, dude.
The Atlanta Falcons. Lemon pepper wings.
Strip
Country
club.
music.
Lemon pepper Lou.
Oh, is that the strip club out there?
Yeah.
We have a connoisseur on the show. Won't
What
say
about
who.
Tampa Bay?
Tampa Bay's a nice area, right? I'm sure.
Baker
I don't know.
Mayfield.
You're just
Mike
guessing
Evans.
that.
Mike Evans is a big part of what they do.
Yeah, but they're all hurt. They're barely
no,
doing
Mike
anything
Evans,
right
I think, came back.
You just
Yeah,
now. They're
kidding.
he's-
surviving. They're surviving.
Yeah, you're gonna have to play. Christian Fulton's gonna have to play him in 3 weeks.
You want to bring up things that depress me right now? Really? I'll tell you what I'm unthankful for.
What?
I honestly, I hate to go back to this. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if half of this team is cut by next year. I would not be surprised at all, dude.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah.
It's just crazy. It just shows you how bad Telesco was, really. And the Raiders signed him, so good luck, Vic. You're seeing the future right here.
I don't know, man. If he got you Herbert, he got you
buddy, don't make me go through this. I've gone
Yes,
through this.
I don't
extensively.
care.
He
I-
didn't get anything. It fell into his lap like a
I'm
sucker. And
glad.
he just said,
I'm
"Okay."
sure Brock Bowers fell into his lap too.
So he's
but
lucky then.
I don't know what a competent quarterback looks like.
Oh,
I
just
haven't
wait.
had one.
Just wait till you hear about depth, and all you see out there is Chris Rumpf and half of these fools out there. Sorry, I shouldn't say names. I don't mean
Friend of
that.
the show.
I'm sure he's a good person. I'm
Wow.
just
He's
talking
probably
about
watching right
on
now.
the
Damn, what
field
the hell did I
play.
do?
I'm talking about- I'm talking about on the field play. I'm sure he's a good person.
Dan's favorite person is Chris Rim.
Oh, I do like him. I do like him.
All right. All right. Let's go to Compas NFL Power Rankings. Gilbert, go ahead.
Okay, there he goes. The mighty Detroit Lions will keep steamrolling teams. They keep covering. They keep doing whatever, everything right. Good team. Number 2, the Bills. They beat the Chiefs a few weeks ago. Why not? My Chiefs. Number 3, holding steady. They avoided disaster in Carolina. They went to Bojangles after.
You were
They're fine.
nervous.
A little bit. I thought Fernando's going to be right here. I'm going to start believing in the Eagles. Saquon Barkley they got him, and they're going to have a good chance to win the whole damn thing, I think. Then my Minnesota Vikings, they just keep freaking winning.
Are you kidding me?
9-2.
Now you're going to my.
They deserve more.
Are
credit.
you?
They
kidding
deserve
me?
people to respect them because Sam Darnold did not fade or fold.
from now they're mine. Wow, that's wild. That's great. You should hang out with Eddie. Eddie and JC love jumping around on teams too. And players, they have a good time.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a Sam Darnold jersey soon.
There you
They
go. Have a
would
good
make
time.
good friends, huh, Dan?
Oh, they'd be the best. They just, they're like the old Frogger game. You're the little frog. You just jump from lily pad to lily pad.
Hey,
Dude.
it's better than getting hurt every week by your favorite team.
Oh,
How dare you? How dare you? That's too early. Too early. Too soon.
Hey, go ahead.
mine is Lions 1, as Gilbert mentioned. Bills 2, as we said. They've been the best AFC team for a while now. And then I moved the Eagles up. I was, we had a discussion on Gilberto's Hour in terms of, and then also on House of Horns in terms of what we wanted to see from the Eagles, if we believed in them. Honestly, with both sides of the ball, that offensive line and that defensive line are really impressive. As long as Nick Sirianni doesn't, have to make too many decisions, and you just let Jalen Hurts I think the most impressive thing about this whole Saquon Barkley thing is that Jalen Hurts is not putting the ball in harm's way. Like, that's been the most impressive thing. And then I moved the Chiefs down to 4, and then the Vikings, as you talked about, they're 9-2. I mean, they deserve to be in the top 5. They just keep winning. So yeah, that's my top 5.
All right. I will go with Chiefs, Lions, Bills, Eagles, and Ravens.
Ravens, huh? Why?
Lame. You're lame. That's why.
Because I'm not going to throw the Vikings up there yet. I have to.
He's not a believer.
The Ravens are not that good.
And I don't want to curse them with the 5th pick. The 5th pick usually gets cursed, so I'm not trying to.
There you go.
curse them.
Let the Ravens get cursed.
Dan, we are much anticipated waiting for this. Let us go with your
Tom
bottom
Telesco's
five.
number 1 on my bottom ranking. That son of a bitch really robbed us for 11 years. That's crazy. The Chargers are number 2 because what bothers me the most is if I have somebody in there. The son of Odin's so good, just so you understand, he'll throw a dot right between your tits, not the numbers, right between your nipples. All you got to do is catch the son of a bitch. That's all you got to do. If I have 5 more catches, I'm winning that damn game. That's what pisses me off. We're almost doing this with bag boys out there, and we can't do the simple things when we're
Show
open.
respect to Lat McConkey.
Okay, fine. One guy. Okay. You know what was Palmer's biggest contribution? Again, I'm sure he's a great guy, whatever, got it.
He's never been on the show, so go ahead and bash him.
His biggest contribution was trying to draw PIs. What are we doing? Herbert had a few bad balls deep, but still, what are we doing?
Dan, I can't wait till you and Herbert interact again.
I would just want to tell him there's no cameras here. You can be real with me. I suffer with you. I suffer with you. The son of Odin, there's no one I'll defend more. No, there's a few people, but he's on that list. Like, the disrespect this man gets is unbelievable to me, honestly. He can walk on water. Oh, God. Jeff, don't use the words the kids use today. That's funny, though.
They get you in trouble again.
I know. Don't read that out loud.
No, put it on the show.
I don't.
Dan, what's number 3?
I hate them, the Chiefs. And the Panthers should be number 3 because they choked it away. Like, damn imbeciles. Oh, I just hit this shit. Like, damn imbeciles.
What was that?
I'm irate.
It's gonna be Tubin showing his no-no.
Oh, I'm not pulling. I'm not tugging a Tubin, dude. If that's what we're talking about, I'm not doing that. I'm not tugging like Tubin. But what was I gonna say? I hate the Chiefs, the Niners. I can't stand them anymore. Who cares? It doesn't matter.
They couldn't beat the cheese.
They couldn't beat LaFleur over there, drawing up playbooks with coloring with crayons. It's ridiculous. It's just unbelievable.
All right, let's go to our power rankings. Lions.
Dude, by the way,
1.
just so you understand why I hate that narrative, that cheese-eating bastard today was telling me the same thing. Who the hell have the Packers played? Nobody. I don't think they played anybody.
The Chiefs, the Eagles, and no. I'm naming the teams.
I was like, wow,
you're starting to take too much joy and trying to work me up now.
No, I would never.
Last night, you know what this bastard does? He jumps on, and as soon as that little thing goes red, he starts giggling like a little schoolgirl. And I'm like, are you shitting me right now? You're over here trying to laugh in my face? Okay, Eagles, 1 team.
Oh, you're actually checking?
Yeah, I'm checking. Vikings, okay. Gilberto, shout out.
They lost to the Eagles. It makes you feel better.
Who cares, dude?
Yeah, they lost to the Lions.
All right.
Oh, they barely.
Well, Dan looks that up. Let us go with our picks
Lost to the
from last
Vikings?
week.
the
I
Jag.
went 4-1. Dan went 3-2. Gilberto went
Wow.
3-2. Vic went 2-3.
Are you in first?
Not
No,
yet.
Dan is still lead dog by 2 games. He is at 35-22. I am
I
at
grabbed that
33 and
sumbitch.
24. Vic is at 30-27, and Gilberto's at 30-27.
Why is my name last when we're tied? Switch for Vic and me.
We gotta keep him in the cellar, Vic. Come on.
What the
That's
hell?
what I was
Put him in
told.
the cellar. We
Dan
gotta
said,
keep him in the
keep him in the
cellar.
basement. He
You
said.
alphabetical order. I should go
Yeah.
before you. Come on.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't think that's the way this works here.
Dan, you have a 5-game leave it over him.
This guy. I'm gonna keep
All right.
picking up.
Let us go with the first game. Vikings or Dolphins at Packers. I will go with the Packers. Dan.
At Packers.
Yeah.
Fuck it. This is gonna be my one loss. I'll take the Dolphins.
Oh, Dan, no.
Wow, you hate the Packers more than you do the Dolphins. Wow.
Gilbert.
Wait, hold on. It's in Green Bay.
Yeah.
It's in Green
Yes,
Bay.
man.
You
Oh,
can't change. No.
Oh, fuck
You
it.
can't be Nick Sirianni.
I don't care. I don't care.
I'd
I don't
allow
care.
it.
Who cares? Nothing matters anymore. Who cares?
Who are you going with?
Yeah, I'll go with the Dolphins. Who cares? Since he's been concussed and came back,
Vic.
supposedly he's better, so we'll see. Allegedly.
Give me the Packers.
Gilbert.
Give me the Dolphins. I think the Packers are a little fraudy.
Ooh.
They beat what?
All right.
Brandon Allen? Come on. I'm with you,
It's
Dan.
in. It's locked in.
Find out.
Seahawks at Jets. Holy crap. I'm gonna go with the Jets.
Oh, your dog.
Gilbert.
Give me Seattle. Oh.
Dan.
I hate to do this. I'm gonna go Seattle too. I don't
Stop
trust.
copying me.
the
I'm trying to catch up to you.
Vic.
Hawks.
All right.
Lone wolf here, Fernando.
I did it last week and I won too. So
Jets. Shut up.
Steelers at Bengals. I will go with the Bengals. Gilbert.
Give me Russell Wilson, Mr. Unlimited.
Dan.
Man,
I
that's
need
3
my
road
bet to
teams.
survive. Give me the Bengals.
Vic.
Give me the Bengals.
Ooh, a lone wolf here.
Cardinals. It doesn't work for you. Cardinals at Vikings. Give me the Vikings. Gilbert.
Give me my Minnesota Vikings.
Oh my god, this guy's
Dan.
insane.
I'm jumping ship.
Go Vikings.
Give me the
Vic.
Vikings. I'm not going against in this one.
All of us.
Yes. We did
All
pick.
right, last
We all
one.
picked the Eagles last week, so we're good.
Yeah. Eagles at Ravens. Give me the Eagles. Gilbert.
Give me the Ravens. I'll take them home.
Dan.
Which running back do I trust more? I don't know. I don't know.
Lamar Jackson or Jalen Hurts.
I don't know. Damn it. I think the Eagles might have a better defense. I'll go with Vic. Yeah.
You're in first place. You know
I'll
your
go
football,
Eagles.
man.
I'll go Eagles. What'd you say?
Vic.
You know football. You're in first place.
Give me
Exactly.
the Ravens.
All right.
I just
There
think
it
the
is.
Ravens are frauds, dude. I don't believe in them.
All right. Let us go with the last thing. We're gonna talk about what we're thankful for in sports. Vic, why don't you go first?
Well, I'm wearing it. The Dodgers finally winning the World Series, a full season World Series for the
There you go,
first time
Frown.
since
That one's for you. He sent that
Nine-
right your way.
No.
It's okay. I'm just kidding.
They just took Blake Snell too. Look at that.
Yeah, Blake Snell.
Oh,
Like, hey,
Snell.
I mean,
Or Snell, my bad.
Shohei Ohtani, he's only getting paid $2 million with all that deferred money. You better go out and sign players. So yeah, no,
Somebody told
they
Dan
finally got
that
it done. All the stuff with with their manager Doc Roberts.
he cursed you last night too, Dan. He was there at the game. Doc
Ooh.
Roberts.
Yep.
Who the hell's Doc Roberts?
Dave
He's
Roberts.
the manager of the Dodgers.
His name's
Dave
Doc. Is he a
Roberts.
doctor? Can he save someone's life?
Sorry, Vic. I apologize. Go ahead. I apologize. Sorry.
No, in all honesty, just it was, like it's been a few years of kind of following this team for a while now, and I know the 2020 team. It was nice to see it, but it was in the bubble, and so kind of finally getting to see that parade was really special.
Did you
just
go?
seeing how I didn't get a chance.
Oh,
I
dude,
was
not
not
a
gonna
people
go.
person.
I
I don't
would
think
not.
Vic wants to be in
Yeah.
the
You
crowd.
wouldn't catch me down
No,
there.
my sister and
No
my
one asked
brother-in-law
you.
got to go, so that was really cool, and just kind of seeing that, and
Oh,
shout out to
here
my
he
grandpa.
goes. Vic, I'd be careful. He's trying to put on a Dodger hat now. All of a
They
sudden,
already won. He can't curse them.
Yeah.
And
for
I
next
thought
season.
one more thing too that I thought was very important. I didn't get to go to a game in 2020 for obvious reasons. I didn't go to a game this year just because it was too expensive. But
Oh,
hey, like,
stay away.
yeah, maybe not
Really?
go. Maybe yeah,
The
maybe not
tickets
go.
themselves, or like the
They're
gas,
just yeah. It's
I went for one and it
Really?
cost a bunch.
for baseball.
yeah. It's expensive, man. Like,
That's
and then
crazy, with
going there,
800
parking is what
games.
$25 now. It's just it was way too expensive to go. But the hope is I haven't been able. The last thing I'll say is I haven't been able to finish my stadium tour. I still have Fenway, and I'm hoping to go next season and get back on that. I still need
That'd be
3 more
cool.
stadiums. I need Atlanta to finish up. I need Boston and Texas and Miami because they both build new stadiums there. So I got 4 more to go, and I'll finish the
So you went to
stadium
Tampa
tour.
Bay before it.
Yep.
Good call.
Yes.
Oh, I'm shocked.
Yes. Yeah. That
Uh,
does not count that they're gonna play in the minor league team. I am not gonna go see those.
What about
big
the
stuff.
Oakland A's in Sacramento? You got to go to that.
Oh, I can go to that one. It's 8,000, and it's like what 7-hour drive. I can do that.
and it's probably like $7 tickets, so you'll be fine.
Yeah.
All right, Gilbert, go ahead.
I am thankful to just talk sports with you guys, the compas here. You know, great time. Even though you guys call me a curse and make fun of all my picks and just say I'm the worst person here, but you know what? I'm just thankful for you guys to even consider me somewhat of a friend. So, thank you for that.
He tries to make himself seem the victim, Dan.
I know, like
Yeah,
a martyr.
you know,
Well, some
get
other
picked-
people
I
in
get
certain
picked on
someone's
here.
bloodline confirmed that he was a diva. I'm not gonna say who, but they told me. I didn't say it. So
No, I just know what my worth is, and you guys don't show it here.
Okay,
I am a football expert, and you don't treat me that way. But you know what? I'm the bigger person here, and I love you guys, and I appreciate everything you guys do on this network. Not for me, but like for the network. But you guys are good people, but on a different side note, I'm also very thankful to be a Seattle Kraken fan because whoa, this is going to be
God.
our year.
Can you name a player on there?
I know the head coach is a woman. That's about it. That's about it.
The reason you go for a team is affirmative action. That's kind of crazy for me.
Hey, I have no idea how they're doing, but I can look it up right now. And they're probably doing
Oh,
well.
probably terrible. Hold on.
I have so much faith in the Kraken.
Oh my, look up their record, bro.
They're in the Western, right?
Yeah.
He doesn't know. Why are you asking him?
They've won 11 games. They've lost 10.
Oh wow, they're
Okay,
above
all right.
500.
Above 500,
There
baby.
you go. We don't suck.
Dan, go ahead.
You know, the Kraken are really gonna go in the dumps now that you
Dan is
follow 'em.
thankful that Jim Harbaugh's his coach.
That's part of it. That's part of it. You know what I'm not thankful for? It's kind of weird. So I'm not gonna say who or what, but let's just say it was kind of weird to me because a certain somebody knows what Dan and Dago's favorite drink is and who he's trying to get sponsored by and everything else. But then I went to an outing and I said, "Hey, like, do you have this or that?" And all of a sudden there was a no. I said, "No." Did you not know I was coming? Like, that was crazy.
We had
Are you not a
whiskey.
good host? What?
We had whiskey.
I'm not saying who. Was it you? I don't know.
Okay.
No, I'm just giving you shit. No,
But I know what you're talking about. I did
I'm
feel bad.
thankful. No, I'm just shooting the shit. It's okay. Like, I'm not serious.
Oh,
It's
you
okay.
just like to mess with me. I get it.
Hey, that's all it is. I'm just talking shit. It's not real. It's okay. Don't excite him. Hey, little guy. It's okay.
Okay.
But no, I'm thankful. I love sports because how can I put this delicately? I love sports just because honestly, like, it doesn't matter what anyone does in their private lives. You could probably hate each other over a million different things, but that sports team, baby, when you see someone in the same jersey, you root for the same team. It doesn't matter. It just crosses all sorts of, walks of life. That's my favorite thing about sports. The drama, the highs and the lows, and I hate feeling in the lows, don't get me wrong. But when you're at the peak, baby, that's where it just feels like
You're almost there, Dan.
It
Have-
just
have
feels
you- have you
One
amazing.
more
loved the
year.
peak?
It feels amazing. It's like no other drug. And the last thing I'll say, I'm thankful for Real Madrid because if
I was
not for
gonna-
them,
Oh,
every
one
other
team.
sports team I'd follow sucks. So
What other
Uh,
teams do you like? Are you also a hockey fan?
I'm not gonna be like you. I'm not gonna fake it and pretend it. I do try and
Okay.
watch. I'll follow the Kings for their scores, but I'm not like super like you know what I
Oh,
mean. I do
supporting
like when I
LA
went
team.
to Nashville. When I went to Nashville last year with my buddies, we went to a Predators game and it was the
Oh.
coolest thing ever. I was like, this is dope, dude.
There you go. Should have got a
Was,
hat.
what was
Oh,
his
come
name? Taylor Lewan. Did he take down? He likes to take down.
The
a whole
beers.
beer. Yeah.
Oh, he's the
Oh,
best.
yeah.
I love those guys, the boys.
Yeah. For mine, happy Thanksgiving, Athir.
Yeah,
Appreciate
here with a
you.
new profile picture.
Shout out.
Yeah. I think they're gonna want to burn those jerseys. They're 0-6 in those jerseys.
Are you
so,
serious?
I
That's a
think
stat.
so.
Shout out, Jorge. Shout out. We're thankful for you, my guy. With the son of
Appreciate you,
Odin
Jorge.
right there in your photo. Who cares about
I'm
the jersey?
thankful
The jersey's not the
for-
problem. It's these
I'm thankful
fools.
for
That's not the
something
problem.
different. I was in the process of potentially moving for something, and I'm so happy I did not move or for right now, just because if not, I would not have been able to watch something amazing like
Oh.
this. Oh, come on. Don't
What
feel
do you
me.
got?
Come on,
What do
low,
I say?
low,
What do you got?
low,
You're gonna
low,
expose
low.
something here.
Expose
look,
Dan.
look.
Who?
Let's go, boys.
Big Leroy, tell him right there. Tell him the big hero's here. We're coming for a ring.
Let's go. Oh. Let's go.
So that's been a
Ah.
lot of fun to be able to see. It's been cool to see Dan and the way he's taken out something new and a new experience has been a lot of fun. And this weekend they're about to go for their CIF final. So after all the bullshit that
Yeah.
happened and everything, I'm excited
Enjoy
for
it.
them. They've gone through a lot of crap. There's been a lot of people hating on them, all this crap. Well, this weekend, Dan and their school have a chance to shut them up. So I'm excited to see it this weekend. And I'm thankful for that, to be able to be here and see Dan take on a new experience, change the lives of so many kids. I've gone back to the other school that he used to coach. You see how much those kids love him. You see the way they embrace him. Then you see him here. These kids love him. These kids embrace him. So it's definitely an honor, and I've loved to see this. So yeah, I'm thankful for that.
Damn, that was a surprise. I had no idea.
You gonna cry?
No, that's not what I do.
Hey, Dan, can I point out that when I went to your game in
Oh,
person,
no.
in the flesh, all of a sudden you're winning and you're on this dominant playoff run.
Yeah.
And
Have
I'm
they
just
lost?
glad
The team has the team
this
lost
team
since
is on a
Gilbert was there?
run.
Dude,
I
that was like week 4. What are you talking
okay.
I
about?
don't care. I started this comeback story. This used to be a
Oh my
movie.
God.
This is better
Damn,
than
Gilbert,
Miracle
we're gonna
on
ruin
Ice.
his moment here.
Oh
I'm
my
getting credit
God.
here. This is mine.
That's what that guy always tries to do.
Dan's been
Credit.
sick. Dan's been sick for a month, and every game
He's
they've
always
won since he's been sick.
That's not the reason.
So they're continuing it this week.
It's
Cough
Gilbert.
drops, baby.
Contagious.
Cough drops.
Victory, winning is contagious, huh?
Apparently, I got to go get more cough drops. We're 3-0 with my cough drops on the sideline. So
Nice.
But yeah, we're excited for this weekend, and I can't
Is
wait
that
to
the
see.
title
Dan.
When
game?
is it? Is it
Finale?
Friday?
No, it's
Saturday.
Saturday,
Saturday.
at 3:30. So
Yeah.
it's gonna be interesting
you
to
know
watch.
that's not true, Jorge. You know the answer to that.
Come on. I was there supporting a brutal game, and you guys go on and support
Brutal
and
game.
turn-
This guy's an asshole, dude. Who is this guy?
It was
No,
a
it
tough
wasn't.
watch, but I was there and like, hey, that guy up there, that guy's a freaking expert at football. You need to do better. And you told them about me, right? And then they showed out.
Then he tries to interview me after the game. That's the one I was like, I'm about to kill this fool.
Yeah, you were pissed at me, and I motivate you. That was a good comeback
there you
story.
go. There you go. Oh my
Gilbert
God.
Stallions.
Yeah.
Uh,
I want a ring too when you finish this damn thing.
Stealing signs.
But we appreciate everybody. We want to thank everybody. We want to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving to you and your families. We hope everybody has a lot of fun and stay safe, obviously, this upcoming week and weekends. Did you guys already do a House of Horns?
Yeah. I already
Okay.
said it.
So they already did House of Horns. Dan and I will be jumping on tomorrow, Wednesday at what, Dan, like 6:45?
We can do it early.
Oh yeah, okay. We may jump on around 6 o'clock. Yeah. Oh, Gilbert's jumping on, I guess.
No,
He said
I'm
it,
doing
so.
Gilberto's hour earlier too.
That's our
Dan,
time.
he wants
It's
you to
reserved.
be the one that gets everybody
Pretty
going
reserved
and
it.
make them jump into his show.
Exactly. Send the Danimaniacs. I need to figure out a good name for that actually.
But yeah,
Send
so
them in
we'll
there.
probably do
Go
it
rile 'em
around. We'll probably do it around 5:30 or 6.
No, we
around
just
there,
said we're
so-
gonna take in the earlier slot.
What? What are you doing it
Take
at?
the earlier spot your ass.
Yeah,
I gotta
we're doing
be
like
rested.
5 o'clock hour.
You're doing it at
5
5?
o'clock. How about you do it after the halftime of the Thursday?
It's Thanksgiving, that's why.
Oh, so you want to move it up a day?
Dan,
How about
are
this?
you
We'll do this.
Let us be your
Dan,
pregame
are
show.
you are
for-
you resting on Thanksgiving?
Me? No, I
I'm
have to
not
work on
resting. I'm
Thanksgiving.
working.
Yeah.
Bro,
Dan
wake
works
up
on
before
Thanksgiving.
I gotta
brunch.
cover 2 games.
Oh. 2 games? You mean 2 snoozers? You probably already have your story written. You already know that's going
Hey,
to play out.
Packers office could be close, all right.
All
Who are
right.
the
Well,
Packers
again,
in?
we'll jump on at 6 o'clock. Hilberto will probably jump over and
There
say
you go.
something to Dan to piss him off. So we
Maybe.
already know that happens. But yeah, so make sure 5 o'clock, Hilberto's hour and a half, and then at 6 o'clock. Sorry, Hilberto's hour.
You go
And then
for
at,
90 minutes speaking by
Blame
yourself?
Victor in the comments. They like to
Oh,
talk.
no, I'm kidding.
Now he's-
I'm very quick. That team sucks. That team is good. What's next?
He's throwing you under the bus. left
Remember
and
this?
right.
Where's Jorge and Atier? Remember this tomorrow when he's making his picks.
Oh, they're gonna be waiting for a freaking wub anyway. Those freaking fake supporters.
All right.
No, just
Well, we
kidding.
appreciate
mad.
everybody
Don't be
since it's the 4 of us will not be here. I mean, obviously, because tomorrow we all go our different ways. But Vic, have a happy Thanksgiving to you and your family. Gilbert, I hope you have a happy Thanksgiving and your family.
Have a good one.
Dan, I
Thank
know
you.
you're gonna have an awesome one. Your
Mhm.
belly is gonna be full because
I can't
I will
wait.
be smoking some ham and
That's the only type of thing I smoke. And some cigars. No devil's lettuce for me, though. No vapes. Don't do vapes, kids. Smoke cigarettes like the rest of us.
all right. Well, we appreciate everybody. Thank you guys so much. Happy Thanksgiving to you and your family. We will be back
to you.
tomorrow, and then next week, business as usual. Monday, Lunes live. Tuesday, the Four Compas, and then Wednesday, who do the Chargers? Oh, Sunday Night Football against the Chiefs. So yeah, we'll be back next week and at full strength. So thank you guys to everybody. All right,
Football,
Gilbert.
really?
Huh?
Is Sunday Night
Sunday
Football
night.
really?
Yeah, Chiefs and Chargers. Yeah.
Dude, can they
Really?
just have 10 a.m. games? I just want to get this shit over with on Sundays.
Yeah, I don't blame you, man.
All right, Gilbert. Vámonos.
Yeah, let's get the hell out of here. Enjoy Thanksgiving. Again, I was serious when I was saying I'm thankful for these guys here.
Brett, Brett, my God.
Yeah.
You guys are horrible.
QJ definitely
Friend of the
needs to work
show.
on those hands there.
Yeah, I didn't want to read it.
But yeah, anyways, yeah. friend of the
Anyway,
show.
now we're leaving. Now we're out of here. So
No,
we'll see you guys later. Be a compa, tell a compa.
No, this is my show. Thank you for everybody in the comments. Come on, Dan. You're not a professional like I am. Stick to coaching football. You're good at it. That's a compliment for you. But let me be the outro guy. Let's get out of here. Ya nos vamos. Enjoy Thanksgiving. Ya nos vamos, pues. Vámonos. There you go. I forgot.